He was making the leap as leader C of the terrorist organization Imperial Liberation Front. After that, in disaster that struck the Empire, he became a mortal man of the technique of Black Workshop, but he was finally given human life again by the miracle of treasures. After the disaster, he temporarily returned to his hometown of Jirai, but when he learned that a mysterious person who tricked C launched the new Empire Liberation Front, he began to take action on his own. Oh. He's got to protect the copyright. That's right. It was my Imperial Liberation Front. All right. Wald actually. Valis, whatever. It doesn't matter who laughed. It's Mon who was proud of his pride. A great night he was assessed Wadi, the guardian knight of the Nanaya Church. He used to be the head of the bad group Saber Viper, but due to the effect of demonization caused by the drug Gnosis, he became physically and mentally abnormal, and was treated in the Arteria Law Country. You know, I just kind of remembered something. And let me finish reading this first. After that, despite various handicaps, he worked hard on drug treatment and study at Shichiya Church, and he was finally recognized as a knight with the Wadi. It seems to be more calm than before, but he seems to have forgotten the hungry spirit when he was bad, and he still says he is rivaling Wazi. Hey look, it's Scarlet! He's back! With glasses. Oh, this is the what's it called? The Dragon Inn placing crossbow. That should be it. Gotta see it, Rossi. Don't come out on the battlefield with a humorous resolution, Lloyd Bennings. Yeah, that's it. Long Lao Inn. The giant known as Killing Bear, he is a big man who prefers a manual battle due to the collision of pure power. Since he was a young man, he traveled as a member of the underworld, hunting Core, Western Brigade, and Mafia Rubosh Chamber of Commerce. And at cross battle, he was fighting with Grotsky led by Xiao Li. Although he has committed a number of crimes, he has a character that allows him to easily pass through the streak, and that point is also trusted by Investigator Lloyd. In the cross-battle independent case that happened in the 120th year of the Nanaya calendar, he encouraged Lloyd, who was imprisoned by the defense forces, and cooperated in the escape. After that, he was quietly captured by the defense forces and chose to atone for the crimes in prison. Oh yeah, because they mentioned Gnosis, and I'm just like, because what's his name? The dude at the end of Zero, he was consumed by Gnosis and he transformed. And you know how that person where Swin and Nadia were like running by? Maybe that person, yeah, him, was consumed by Gnosis or something. How else would that happen? Oh yeah, right here. The reunion. That's gonna be exciting. This is out in the Crossbell Center, right? Looks like it. Duvelry of Kamihaya. Voice. Okay. Bad guys, in the name of Ironworks, I'll discipline you. War Maiden, who is the leader of the Ironworks Corps and the Association Gluttonous Snake, Ouroboros. It has a high-speed sword that takes the nickname of Godspeed. In Disaster the Great Twilight, we set a distance to ask Master Aryan Road. Aryan Road. Well, that's how you kind of say it anyway, but who had been making a mysterious move at the Association to cooperate with the old and new, who were in conflict. Having worked together with the Class 7 group, knowing the feelings of Aryan Road, and watching the end of it, grew dutifully as a swordsman as a human. After that, he decided to stick to his justice as the chief engineer of the main ironworks while putting himself in society. Once again dressed in armor and appearing in front of the guards who are gloomy with crossbows. In the middle between Arius and C, huh? And Claire. Surely someday the day will come when I will like myself again. She is a Secretary General of the Railway Military Police and a member of the former Iron Blood Children. She is deeply grateful to Prime Minister Osborne and the disaster that struck the Empire. He was ruthless as a piece of the Prime Minister's group, and he and his opponents against the old and new Class 7 group. I was prepared to decide myself when the victory or defeat was decided, but after that I changed my mind and decided to relocate to the TMP, which lost the position of direct control of the government to rebuild the Empire after the disaster. Currently in the TMP, where freedom is limited, I spend my days immersed in work so that I continue to blame myself. Oh. Another hot spring scene between Rena and Claire. This time in more HD. At the Ymir Hot Springs. It looks like they're in the Reverie Corridor here. Sarah Ballestine, the waifu. I'll push you as much as your back as a cool sister group. Formerly the instructor in charge of the former Class 7 group of Reen and the others, a great skilled A-class warman with a synonym of Shiden. An orphan of war-damaged origin in northern Britain. She has a history of being raised by Colonel Ballestine, who launched the hunting group Northern Hunting Forces. It's beautiful if you keep silent, but it's still a pity that your personal life is sloppy due to bad drinking. After the disaster that struck the Empire, he resumed his activities as a shortstop, while collaborating with the Crossrail branch and the junior militants Fee, who resumed their activities on the occasion of re-independence. They are energetically working in various parts of Zemuria. Oh, they're back in Nord. I know, Embry is Britain. I don't know how they came up with how it translated to Britain, but whatever. English after all, it's alright. But anyways, moving on. System introduction. As a new system of this work, a different space Shinmugen Corridor, where various elements can be released by capturing, introducing further elements related to the Shinmugen Corridor. Scrambled Raid is a battle between members other than the party. In the true Mugen Corridor dungeon, a wedge of wood is driven around some treasure chests, making it impossible to contact from the outside due to the influence of the wedge. You can generate a special battle, Scramble Raid, to unlock the wedge by examining this wedge of void. Ren, Wazi, Gaius, and Tio. That's a very interesting party we got. flow of Scrambled Raid. The party will be randomly selected from the waiting members other than the members who search for Shinmugen Corridor. Set up like... okay. Oh, that's her name! Right here! Her name's right here! I can't read that though, cause I don't know what it says. For the loli, the mysterious loli from the luggage. Her name! Oh, it's Lapis? Okay. So it's... we got Sarah, Lloyd, Usis, her, Agate, Milliam, Pita, and Mise. Cool. Lapis Rosenberg. Once the settings are complete, the battle with the enemy will start. That looks cool. Scramble Raid. Too bad not everybody got a new portrait. A lot of them are still the same. By winning, you can unlock the Wedge of Void and obtain sealing stones and rare equipment from the treasure chest. Seems like a fun little thing to do. A Genso Hill where you can get Sepith and rare items in a special area that appears in Shinmugen Corridor. While capturing the Shinmugen Corridor, a mysterious gate may appear in the dungeon. By invading this gate, it is possible to capture a special area called Genso Hills. Genso Hills has a vast sky and natural terrain, and its structure is very different from that of the Shinmugen Corridor. In this Genso Hills, the player's side will be advantageous as guardian monsters that drop healing stones, items for releasing episodes, and playable characters, and many break objects that can acquire Sepith are arranged. Yeah, this is the thing that we saw from the trailer, right? I think. Arios! So who do we got here? Oh. That's way... oh. So that's supposed to be Reen in the backup slot, right? And his hair is like tipped white, silver, with his hair mostly being normal. Interesting. Yeah. When his eye was looking weird. You're right. Yeah. Looking back on it, it did look a little bit weird. Okay. You may get an item called Seal Stone by destroying a strong enemy guardian demon beast that appears in Shinmugen Corridor. By opening the Sealing Stone, the episodes and minigames of each character will be open, and you can enjoy it as content different from the main part. Episodes and minigame of each character. Episode Reunion: The Melancholy of a Maiden. Is this about Claire? The turmoil caused by the Great Twilight subsided and the Empire regained its former peace. There was an incident in which someone with invincible technology invaded the RMP station and stole military-related information. Major Claire suspected the involvement of the Republican unit Hercules and the Association Ouroboros. Requested Sarah and Sharon to cooperate and embarked on a follow-up investigation of the criminal. Meanwhile, there was a woman who stared at Claire's back with hate and confusion. Wow. I'd totally look forward to this. The trio of Sarah, Sharon, and Claire? That'd be cool. Oh, interesting. Right. Episode Hikari Matsumonde. That's supposed to say. One day just before the wedding ceremony, the imperial city of Valflame Palace. While Oliver talks to his Zax and Mueller about his future life, Charizard reveals her anxiety to Princess Priscilla in front of a wedding dress tailored in the traditional style of the imperial family. It was a surprising message card from a person who jumped into the eyes of the two who returned to the waiting room after finishing each other's requirements. Oh, it's the day before the wedding, huh? It's cool. Will we actually finally be able to personally control Shara? Who knows? But that'd be great if we can. Minigame Magical Girl Arisa RS. The spin-out work from the Senno-Kiseki series has become a minigame. After the fierce battle of the Magical Girls. Yeah, that's what I had a feeling this exactly was. However, the prince, who has changed suddenly due to the death of the devil, begins to invade human world again. Meanwhile, in the human world, authentic 3D shooting that progresses with story making. Face up to the Demon King army while using shots that can be fired continuously. Charge shots, yeah. That's cool. There's a lot of stuff to do that they added. There's a lot of different things you can possibly do. Finally, significance to the mask from the opening. Oh yeah, Inez and Anea next to him. Yeah, could be his sidekicks. Anyways, that'll be fun to mess around with. Beautiful. And I guess that's it. And this is just for the pre-order stuff. Yeah, I guess that's it. It's cool. It was a nice read, I guess. But I also had this one other thought earlier when I was replying to a YouTube comment. So let's say that the cursed rune and okay, let's say the normal ending and true ending rune are actually somehow are in the same reality. So if the dead rune is in the true ending rune's route, what's not to say other previous dead people won't come back either. However, that may happen. Or what about Arianrod? But instead of Arianrod as a Steel Maiden, we get her as Leanne Sandlot that we can play as. I mean, I don't know, it's just a thought I had. You know, like, we'll see. I don't know. Just a random thought I had this morning. Osborn comes back as Emperor Dracos. That would be honestly crazy. Yeah, I'll probably post, I don't know, me reading this on YouTube maybe tomorrow morning or something. It was a good read. I actually didn't know this existed, so